Hello ladies and gentlemen, I know that today I promised you my top 10 favorite movies video, but upon relooking at the footage, I really want to redo it, so hopefully that will happen very soon. So as a replacement, I have a video today that comes in 3 parts. Part 1, I would like to do a quick wrap up of my AYearAthon Readathon experience. If you missed my video where I announced my participation in the AYearAthon Readathon, the AYearAthon is a themed readathon that happens every month, and this month's theme was to finish or catch up on a series. So I decided to read the entire Chaos Walking trilogy, and I also made it my goal to read Just One Year by Gail Forman to complete the Just One Day duology. I was pretty active on Twitter during this readathon, and I hosted a number of sprints using the hashtag #RSRSprint or Read Susie Read Sprint. I'm still doing those for the Bout of Books readathon, and I'll probably do them periodically afterwards. Because of those sprints, I successfully completed the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness, and consists of The Knife of Never Letting Go, The Ask and the Answer, and Monsters of Men, which came out to 1,601 pages. I completed Monsters of Men midday on Sunday, but was left physically and emotionally drained, so I did not go on to complete Just One Year by Gail Forman. So I'll tell you very briefly what I thought about these 3 books, and a more in-depth book talk will happen sometime in the future. The first book in the Chaos Walking trilogy is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. This is a reread for me that I read originally in 2012, but I knew that I would need to reread it in order to continue on in the series. And I actually enjoyed this more the second time around and raised my 4 rating star to a 5 rating star. The Ask and the Answer and Monsters of Men were both very good, but I felt that they were a little bit too long for my taste. That being said, I felt like that length also gave me time to become more attached to the characters, so I don't know how much or what exactly should have been cut out, but I just know that it probably could have been a little shorter. Also, the last 50 to 100 pages of the series were an emotional roller coaster, and I ended up giving both The Ask and the Answer and Monsters of Men 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads. Reading this trilogy was a really fun experience, considering it was the first non-graphic novel series that I marathoned in a long time. I think the last time that I did that was for the Hunger Games, so it's been a little while. It was also really fun because some awesome people on Twitter and BookTube were also reading this trilogy during the readathon. I discovered Lindsay Ray, who is a fairly new booktuber. I think she only started a few weeks ago, but she has several really great videos and she's just really charming. So of course I will leave a link to her YouTube channel in the description below, and you should definitely check her out. Also, Max, the super cool Max from Well Done Books, was also reading this trilogy, so it was nice to have someone to talk to and get my feels out with during the readathon. Like I said, there should be a full book talk of the entire trilogy coming in the future. I don't know when because I have several book talks that I need to make, but it will happen, so keep your eye out for that. Part 2, Bout of Books update. It is currently day 4 of my readathon. You probably won't see this until day 5, but on day 1 and day 2, I finished the rest of The Secret History. I didn't do a very good job of keeping up with the page count, but I think it was around 180 pages, bringing the total of money that I'll donate to charity to $10. As I said, on day 2, I finished The Secret History and read the first 40 pages of both We Were Liars by E. Lockhart and To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. And this was the surprise book that I was waiting for in the mail, in case you were wondering. On day 3, I finished We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, which I buddy read with Max from Well Done Books, which was also a very good experience. I feel like that book was made considerably better by having someone to talk to about it after I finish. That brings the total of money that I will donate to $20. And on day 3, I read a little bit more of To All the Boys I've Loved Before after finishing We Were Liars, which means that I'm currently on page 79. As I said, it is currently day 4 for me, and future Susie will put whatever page number that I get to right here. And now finally on to part 3, hashtag Friday Reads. If I don't finish To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han tonight, I will be reading it over the weekend, and as soon as I finish this, I'm either going to pick up The Enchanted by Renee Denfeld, which was persistently recommended to me by my friend Jenny from Adulter's Books, but I also saw this book initially and was really intrigued by it whenever I saw Chelsea from Chelsea in a Book review it, so I'll either pick up this or I will begin my buddy read of Neverwhere with Ashley from Said the Story, depending on how we feel whenever I get to that point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to share any of your thoughts on any of the books that I mentioned today, and also let me know how your reading's been going, regardless of if you're participating in any readathons. I know I haven't been great at replying to comments lately, but I do really love reading and receiving them, so please feel free to leave them if you feel so inclined. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next week with my Bout of Books wrap-up video. Bye!